Paolo Debertolis, a professor from Italy, from the University of Trieste. And I want to speak about the new discovery in the Ravne tunnel. So, next, please. I want to introduce our group of research. We are the SB, no, please. This. Yes. Our research group is a multidisciplinary group, a university project from the University of Trieste and Politecnico of Milano. This is the University of Milano. Aims to study architecture, geometry and shape of the structure in the Bosnian Valley, the pyramids. And at the same time, our research focuses on pyramids phenomenon, working continuously with the foundation, Bosnian Pyramid of the Sun. We are working together for further discussion and dissemination of findings about the so-called Visigoth civilization. Visigoth civilization is a word umbrella, like an umbrella. Take all people who lived some thousands of years here, in this valley. The next, please. This is our logo, the logo of the foundation. We have these are the people who work in this project, with the SB research group. The next, please. Yes, we are working together, Semioz Banagic and the foundation, for the best results. Next. Like I told, it's a multidisciplinary research team, SB research group, from Italian University, with an archaeologist, the leading archaeologist of the foundation, Pyramid of the Sun, Sara Croci, the anthropologist, the architect, the Professor Lucia Krasovec Lucas. You heard her last day. The geologist, Dottoressa Croce, that is not here in this moment. And other technical and external partners, for example, sound engineer, Heike Savolainen, who is the best sound engineer of Europe, and other photographers, for example, Heidi and Andrea. Next, please. And we want to disseminate our results in the world. Research completely transparent. Okay, the next. Okay. We began to study megalithic structure in the Valley of Visoko from November 2010 by different perspectives. By the perspective by the archaeologist, by the anthropologist, by the perspective, the point of view of architect, of geologist, so on. In the case of Ravne tunnel, proceeding to remove the head that filled them, we realized that this solution could be conceived by the builders or by those after them to protect and hide better something placed below the ground floor or inside the walls. How we did? This is a photo by Sara Croci in December of 2010, when we went into the new section of the tunnel. We found, please. This scratch on the wall probably was by a man who closed inside the tunnels alive. And it hit us so much that we insert his scratch in our logo. Don't forgetting this. The next, please. During the research for a structure inhabited for centuries, a proper study is necessary to limit the excavation area and the possibility of damaging the structure. Next, please. This is another photo by Richard Hoy of the section with the structure below the soil, below the floor. Excuse me for my broken English, bad English. I studied English for 40 years, but I don't speak it very well. In these tunnels, many artifacts were found. Many of these had a shape similar to a pyramid or triangle. Similar to a pyramid or a triangle. This is very important for the process. In April, they found a stone with a triangle on the side and two triangles on the other side with opposite vertex. This is the more important discovery among the artifacts found in the tunnels. Would we have had to find a structure with a triangular diamond appearance? This is the question. Next, please. This is the artifact, 11, 15 centimeters, with the shape of a triangle or the shape of a pyramid with a base like a triangle and three sides. Next. And this is the artifact with the triangle on the side. You see the angle. It's not a double triangle. This is a unique triangle. This is an angle with this inside of the triangle. The next. And this is the other side with two triangles with opposite vertex. The next. For this study, we started to study the wall system of tunnels, looking to find out possible abnormality in the levels and shape of the galleries, from the architectural point of view by Professor Lucia Krasovec Lucas. But also we have begun to look for the presence of something under the floor or into the walls of the tunnels. This is the new map. The new map by Professor Krasovec Lucas with the position of the structure found below the floor. You see, this is the distribution of these tunnels. Okay, the next. No, please return. This is the side tunnel, the entrance of side tunnel, filled up to the filled by soil, and the yellow is for the walls, dark walls. Next, please. We decided to use a GPR, ground GPR, to investigate under the floor into the walls. So in this way, we have identified an anomaly about 90 meters from the entrance, who may be more easily brought to light by the archaeologist. Sorry. The next, please. This is the 3D image with the zone where is the structure below the floor. This is the walls upstream and downstream to defend the structure from the water. Next, please. GPR is a ground-penetrating radar. Ground-penetrating radar is an advanced, non-invasive subsurface imaging technique that typically uses short pulses of electromagnetic energy to see to the ground. VHF, UHF waves. GPR can penetrate through soil, concrete, tarmac, rock, wood, ice, and even water. But what is the problem? Because it's quick, but with the wet soil, the radiation don't go down. The next, please. This is an American model, which very known. Next. In movement. The image appears on the computer. The image came from the relevance of the radar. That is here, there. Next, please. It's very portable equipment. Next. So this equipment can enter in every tunnels of the radar. GPR is very good at determining GPR for archaeology is very good in determining the shape, size, extent and depth of the buried object. It can be used to find pipes, foundation, voids, trenches, geological layers. It works best in dry ground, not in wet ground. But can also work well in wet, saturated material. No, it's not true. It's not true. It does not work very well in saline condition, better dense clays. It's not wet. No, in the wet soil, the radiation is it's absorbed by water. Government radar systems specifically designed for archaeology and cultural heritage research can provide detection of the ground structure, mapping an extensive archaeological site, detailed surveying during archaeological excavation, cave identification, and so on. The next, please. Analysis of the world. This is another big by 3D radar at Stonehenge. Next, please. How we use the GPR and what GPR? We use a GPR model, detector duo EDS, from a factory of Pisa with new dual wideband. This GPR has two antenna with the high frequency and low frequency. The high frequency make a good resolution, but don't go deep. And the high and the low frequency is better to go deeper. But this model can reach 6 meters deep in the survey, even difficult wet condition, able to obtain a resolution of reliable images. This is the model, the Italian model by EDS. Next, please. High frequency, low frequency. High frequency 700 megahertz for the best resolution. Two antenna to emit, but one antenna to receive. The next, please. The new detector duo provides easy to interpret real-time results of deep and shallow targets and locates the exact position of the object. This is important. No need to replace the antenna and cover the same seed twice. Through a single scan, you can detect shallow and deep targets, save time and cost. It's not necessary to move a lot of time the GPR. Okay, the next. This is an example. The antenna of GPR see the object. When you move the antenna, these points are designed on the computer to obtain these ellipses. And this is the object, Now, here is the object, but you can see an ellipsis over it. Next, please. An example. Two objects. You see the ellipsis here, another ellipsis here, and this is a mirror ellipsis. The object is here, so you can dig in this place. Next, please. And little bit in the soil. There you can see the difference between the normal soil and the soil who feed the pit. There is a big difference. Next. This is a famous image, you can find it also on internet, of a cemetery in Alabama. This is a human burial on yellow arrows, and red arrows indicate roots from the trees. Next, please. Limits of georadar. The deep range of GPR is limited by the electrical conductivity of the ground. This is very important. And so, as the conductivity increases, the penetration decreases. Ground-penetrating radar antennas are generally in contact with the ground for the strongest signal strength. But if the floor is irregular, the signal is not good. Next, please. And finally, what we found in Ravne Labyrinth. GPR localized a very particular object with big dimension. 2 meters for 1.5 meters and 4.5 meters deep. A big structure. The structure is 40 centimeters under the floor, about 90 meters from the entrance. The configuration is very original. 2 diamonds placed one above the other. Every diamond has something inside. This is a design from a lot of scannerizations. You can see a diamond, another diamond, and something inside. You see, it's completely different from previous images. It's an artificial structure. Sure, it's an artificial structure. The next, please. This is the schema. The schema with something inside the diamonds, the 2 diamonds. The next. But my work is finished now, and archaeologist works begin. And now I give the speech to Sara Conci, lead archaeologist of the Foundation, for speaking about the structure found on the floor of Ravne Labyrinth. Thank you very much.
Paolo. Paolo is a perfect example how the Academy can come to this project and make some very important discoveries. What you've just seen is probably the discovery of the season, if not more. At this point we can speculate about the purpose of this possible structure, and we have at least 3-4 different opinions. But the speculation we won't mention now. And thank you very much to Dr. Paolo Debertolis, anthropologist from the University of Trieste, that he decided to put his academic background at risk with his colleagues from University of Milan, Politecnico di Milano, and come to Bosnia and keep coming to Bosnia, and we want him and people like him to join the project in the future. Thank you one more time.